Hello everyone, and welcome to my page, the C&C MOTO Factory. What is the C&C MOTO Factory, you may ask? C&C MOTO Factory is basically my outlet reaching out to the community of Colorado, wanting to share my stories or history of Colorado motocross. So I've created several pages dedicated to the history of the motocross, local motocross as far as mini racers and stuff like that. I have some Instagram pages, my own personal one that's my son run, or me and my son run together for his racing. But what I'm here to do today is to reach out to you and share my pages, and I want to start a podcast. And basically with this podcast, I'm looking to interview families and promoters, track owners, racers, riders, kids, grandparents, everybody that's been involved in motocross in Colorado. And so what this is all about is trying to preserve the history of Colorado motocross and trying to I guess either promote or get the word out about our local racers here that are coming up. So if you're interested in helping me spread the word and get Colorado back on the map where it used to be, then I would encourage you to look at my pages here, the Colorado Motocross Files. I have on Facebook and Instagram. These pages are dedicated to the history of Colorado motocross, starting with the SREC back in the 60s or 70s, whenever it got started. I'm looking to interview people that have been around in that area, in that era, and to do some stories. And hopefully, you people will reach out to me, and we can get some stories going and interview some families and some kids, and get some podcasts going. I'm looking to get some sponsors to help me out with this. So if you have a small business or company you would like to be promoted on these webcasts, then let me know. Reach out to me, give me a DM, and let's get things rolling, because I want to get Colorado motocross back on the map. And there's a bunch of things I want to improve, and I need your help. So that's what the Colorado Motocross Files is all about, is the history or the current state. So I want to share some stories, and I want to interview some people. I want to interview some of the riders from the past, some of the legends, and the pioneers that made Colorado motocross what it is. So there's some subjects I want to talk about on that platform, the Colorado Motocross Files. There's several subjects that I want to do podcasts on. Coaching and training facilities or lack thereof, and how we can get something going dedicated to where we could actually have residency, where people could live at a certain track and basically train their kids there. I'm looking to get USMC coaching license, and I would like to be a coach myself. I believe I have a lot of knowledge. I used to be a racer from the 90s here in Colorado. I raced SREC, and so I raced the pro class for just 4 or 5 years. Never did anything special, but I feel I have knowledge and experience. I'm training my son currently right now, and he's doing fairly well, and I think that we can really raise the game in kids coming up here in Colorado if we can gather a bunch of good coaches together and start a training facility. So that's something. An indoor facility also to ride at during the winter is something that would be nice. Out of all the companies, or out of all the people that have raced motocross here in Colorado that own construction companies, their own business, I am surprised that there is not an indoor riding facility here in Colorado during the winter months. I understand a lot of it has to do with insurance. It's extremely expensive to do something like that. Excuse me. And then to build the facility, rent the facility, the land, all that stuff. It's extremely expensive. But there's other places that have them, Minnesota, all that stuff, and it's cheaper there, I know. But so that's some stuff we need to talk about. I want to talk about the state of Colorado racing today, and certain subjects like who are the greatest racers of all time here in Colorado. So the Colorado Motocross Files is dedicated to that. So look for that. Follow those pages, and you'll see news and stuff coming up on that stuff. The next thing is the mini racers of Colorado. I started basically for people just getting into the sport, looking to ride. The Mini Racers of Colorado page has a bunch of good parents on there that we all converge and try to help each other sell bikes, look for bikes for new riders coming along, share about where we're going to go riding this weekend. Sometimes I post on there trying to get a bunch of mini riders to go have a ride day. Why I'm so into the mini thing, currently my kid rides 85s also, but I've always been enamored with mini bikes and 80cc's and super minis, stuff like that. I remember watching American Sports Cavalcade back in the 70s, or back in the mid 80s. It was a TV program that showed the California motocross, the race at Carlsbad, and they showed mini cycles sometimes, and I was just enamored that they had mini cycles on TV and stuff. So when it became time to ride 80s, I actually picked up a Suzuki RM80, and I loved that bike. And so around that time, it was 1991, 92, and so I was trying to be one of the factory riders on Team Suzuki, because that's just what I wanted to be. But mini bikes are still a passion of mine, and so my kids currently ride mini bikes. But I feel that we need to try to get these kids racing in Colorado a little better program to get a good group of racers around here. I feel that the talent has backed off, or kind of faded away over the years. I hate to say it. The C&C MOTO Factory is the name of the YouTube page that I came up with. Carter and Cory, basically, is what the thing is. Carter used to race BMX. I used to race BMX with him, and I posted a picture one time of me and him together, all suited up in our gear, and my sister-in-law commented, "Good job, C&C BMX Factory," and I was like, "That's kind of cool." Kind of resembles like there was a music band called C&C Music Factory, and it kind of spun off like that, and I kind of was like, "Oh, that kind of sounds good, C&C BMX, cool," and it kind of always was in the back of my mind. And so when it came to the YouTube channel, it was originally Carter's YouTube channel, promoting all of his racing and showing every weekend, and us, documenting every weekend of racing and stuff like that. But I didn't want it to be just focused right on him. I wanted it to be focused, me too. I'm behind the camera. I'm doing the videos and stuff like that. And all this stuff I do with my phone. I do 100% of everything with my phone. I shoot it, I load the videos, I edit the videos, and I post the videos, and then I optimize the YouTube channel on my own phone. I have a laptop here that I do a little more optimization on the YouTube channel that the phone you can't do on a mobile phone, but that's what I use this for. We're basically documenting Carter's racing career and our memories, and we're spending a lot of time doing that. It's fun for me to do. I spend basically my Mondays off editing videos and kind of trying to relive the memories and stuff. So that's what this page is for, but I also want to expand it for you also. At the races, we want to involve you in the videos, and I need your permission to use your name and likeness in certain videos. Some people don't want their kids on exposed on social media. So if that's something you would like to do, let me know. If you want to be a part of it, let's make some vlogs together and get the kids doing fun stuff and racing and just documenting a great time. So in closing, I'm hoping that you would follow my pages and look for podcasts coming up soon. I basically use this app called Anchor. So, and you can search for the Colorado Motocross also on Spotify. I've got a couple of ones that I've done already, so check those out. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it.